Hello, welcome back to the person who wears the same clothes all the time, but I've got no hat on today. Hang on a minute, past James. This is future James. I just need to jump in quite quickly and say to you, all of you viewers, all of you, 10 of you, you must go back and watch my last video because firstly, it's an incredible video and it needs to be watched. It's a really cool, different way of opening packs. And secondly, there is a giveaway. So we need as many people in there getting involved because we're giving away a playmat. Before I let past James join back in, we got a giveaway for this video as well. And we're gonna be giving away three Skull Guardians. So if you want to win 3 EU print Skull Guardians, comment on the video below answering this really important question. Do you want them? Like the video, subscribe to my channel, and I've got my X/Twitter and my Instagram handles in the description. So go ahead and follow me on those things. Keep in the loop. A recap on the Voiceless Voice video. I have got the deck now. I've got all the cards and I'm going to show you my first build for my first locals with it and talk you through some of the reasons. So come on down here. We have 3 Lo, the Prera of the Voiceless Voice. She's your main starter. She places your continuous spell traps, and also she can be used for ritual summon, and she can help your big ritual Skull Guardian have an Omni negate, and with her on the field she can make the barrier, the continuous spell, make sure your stuff gets untargetable. So she is the good one. Then we have 3 Saphira. So this one is our ritual summoning card. You discard her to send a ritual spell, then you add a ritual monster, banish her to make that ritual summon. So you need 3. Then we have 1 of the Cerberus retrain. You can usually add him with the Skull Guardian ritual summon effect. You're going to be using him to get the old Cerberus, whatever he's called, onto the field. You then have Skull Guardian. You don't want to max out on these because you're going to be constantly trying to search them. I'm deciding to play just 1 of these each. Lots of people have been playing 2 of these. I want to be using the Odd Eyes for its burn effect, for its spell negate effect, and to bring out another Odd Eyes body. I'll show you which ones we've got in the extra deck. And then this is your non-target one. This can help you play through Imperm and Effect Veiler, and because of that I might take this out, put it in the side deck, and then play 2 of these. It also has the Solemn Warning field effect, which is crazy good. And then you have Barrier, which adds you a Voiceless Voice card and also helps your stuff become untargetable. You've got the Ritual Spell, which has a really neat effect. When you lose a ritual monster from the field, you can banish this to special summon from handle deck. If you get Super Polyed with Skull Guardian and Lo, after the resolution of Super Poly, you can banish this to bring this back out, and then Lo comes back out because it's in the graveyard. So you don't lose this. It's crazy. And then you have the continuous trap, most likely using this for being interruption popping cards, but it has a really neat shuffle back into the deck to special summon cards or add cards. So yeah, really strong. Herald, 1 card starter, especially when you've got this card because you're going to pitch this to the graveyard, and then you have a quick effect to tribute the Diviner to special summon. What's really cool here is this dodges Bystials because on effect you can tribute, and so there's nothing on the field so they can't Bystial. This will come out and this will get its effect to special summon a Lo. So you have to play those 4, 3 pre-prep, self-explanatory. You're playing a ritual deck, prosperities, dig for stuff that you need, and the extra deck is not that important. And then I play a Call By and a Talents because sometimes 1 hand trap can completely ruin your turn, and Triple Tactics is in here because it's a QCR. So we've got 3 Ash, 3 Droll, 3 Nibiru, and 3 Imperm. Nibiru is really fun because you can be using it for ritual material. I was thinking maybe I play 2 and 2 so my hands don't clog too much, but because it's the first locals, I'm just going to experiment on what kind of hand traps I like. Also, my locals isn't a good representation on what the meta is, so bigger events, more OTS championships, we'll be able to figure out what's the best ones here. Extra deck. These are our rank 1s because we've got Lo, and these can really help with putting Lo in the graveyard, making SP, especially making SP's first effect live. Also, Nibiru token, take it with this. Our rank 2s, this is really good if you want to get spell and trap out because you can use this effect in your opponent's turn to get Lo and Skull Guardian back out onto the field, and then SP is just the best. With the extra deck, I really struggle with putting cards in, so I've got a random Unicorn and I've got a random Goddess. These are big flex spots. In the side, I'm playing Super Poly, so it explains these 3 cards. This needs a Cyburst and a Link. This needs, you know, these 2. And then I have my Elder because of Diviner. Typhone, very strong. I need this in a shinier form. And then I've got Baron and Chaos Angel because you can make them because they're 10s. And then I've got Herald because you can send it with Diviner. I've got the Odd Eyes Wing Dragon over the Meteor Burst one at the moment because it has a good effect in your turn, negating opponent's cards effect. Also with this, I think you can actually pen summon because this is a 10. The Odd Eyes is a 4. So you can get those two into your zones pretty easily, pretty quickly. Side deck is not super duper important. I think where you're playing, these might be really, really strong. They're not going to be good in my locals because I don't think many people will pick up the fire decks. I think this is going to be quite important. Maybe you main deck too. These need to be in your, I think it needs to be in your side deck. I just think it'll be easy to break board. And I think we all need to consider anti-spell because we don't really go through many spells, especially when Saphira can ritual summon from graveyard and then summon limit because it can just completely stop people playing. The only issue is Kashtira is quite popular and Fenrir can sort this card out. Lots of room for the side deck. Side deck is just tournament dependent what's going on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be testing this deck, basically hand trap heavy deck, this locals. I'm interested in putting the Deer Servant in. And that should be quite a fun experience because it's going to involve Droll Schism. So I'm going to be trying to get Winder out on the field and basically floodgate the opponent. The first list is going to be nice and simple, easy hand trap list. So I'm going to go and play some games. We're going to be looking at some of the combos. Let me know what you think about the list and I'll see you in a bit. So we're going to be looking at some combos of Voiceless Voice, the most important, easy ones, and then how to play around Droll, how to make Baronne Combo, and how to play around Bystials. Where is she? Where is she? So we're going to be looking at our, just having low in hand. You're going to normal summon, and effect is going to place our barrier effect to add Saphira. Saphira effect is going to discard itself to Foolish the Prayer, which will be this one, and then you get to add a ritual. So you're going to be adding the Skull Guardian. Then Saphira is going to banish for cost to ritual summon, so you're going to use the low because it can use it itself for the whole summon. And then you're going to go low 1, Skull Guardian 2, just so you can play around the bell. Skull Guardian is going to add the Cerebus, and low is going to special summon itself. So now what we've set up here is the Omni Negate, and we've set up the barrier, so it means if the opponent attacks anything, they have to attack the ritual, and all the light monsters on the field will be untargetable. Here we want to use the Cerebus effect to put 2 spells back from graveyard or hand, and considering we've got 4 cards in hand, we're hoping one was a spell. Oh, a little look. Yep, so we've got Call By. So we put these 2 back to special summon. This is the end board, having these 3 cards. You've played around Nib, so you won't get that happening, which is really, really cool. However, I would go a little bit, one step further. This is what I do regularly. Link summon into Dynamondo, who's out of shot. So I'm gonna put him down there. So in your opponent's turn, you go effect, it tributes for cost to target and special summon the Skull Guardian, and then because that's been summoned, the low is gonna special summon herself. And then low effect going to place the trap. So yeah, this is what your board's going to look like in your opponent's turn. You've got the Omni Negate. Cerebus is going to bounce for the Ritual Cerebus, so it's a summon warning, and also helps you play around Impermanent and Veilers. Well, not Veilers in your opponent's turn. And then we've got this card, which is going to be special summoning Voiceless Voice card, especially if this gets altered, you can just bring it back from the deck, or it's going to be popping 1 or 2 monsters. And then you have 3 cards in hand, and having a look at our hand, we've got Bystial and an Ash. That is our 1 card starter with just low. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you why people play Diviner. So we're going to normal summon Diviner. Diviner effect is going to send to the graveyard Trias. Trias effect is going to tribute this for cost to special summon itself. So this actually plays around Bystials because they won't have a quick effect when the Diviner has been tributed by the Trias, because the board will look like this. So they can't actually do anything there. Since it's been tributed, you can special summon a level 2 or lower fairy, and lo and behold, low is that card for you because she's a fairy. So low effect, barrier, and then we just go through our plays. Barrier, add Saphira. Saphira, send the discard for prayers and Skull. Saphira effect, banish. In this situation, you can use the Trias as ritual summoning material. So you've got the Omni Negate, and you can play around Bell a little better, but you know, you can use the low. Then you're gonna go 1, 2, and then wrap him around like the first combo. Put some spells back, and you should finish like this. In the locals, I actually got Nibiru'd here when I made Dynamondo, so maybe you just stick with this because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, Oh no, 5 is Diviner. But in this situation, if they go Nibiru, you just can negate and destroy it. But for the Dynamondo, you need to use a ritual. So if you play Dynamondo, you can be Nibiru'd here, which is not great. So don't do that. So this is a 3-card combo. We're gonna normal summon Diviner, we'll go effect Diviner, and that's going to put the Trios down, and then we go Trios effect, tribute, special, and then we go divine effect to special. Low effect to place, and that will put the barrier down. This is a really good position. This will go into a normal Voiceless Voice combo. However, because we've got 1-for-1 in our hand, we can go 1-for-1, we can send the Ash to special summon our main deck Veiler. And look, level 9, level 1. We synchro those two for our Baronne Combo. So we've got an Omni Negate, we can play through Droll here, we can play through anything that will stop your Voiceless Voice combos. So we'll go Barrier Effect, add Saphira, discard Saphira to Foolish and add this. And then we're gonna go Saphira Effect to Ritual and Summon, and then we're gonna go 1, 2. So we can add Seravis and we can bring out Low. And you know, luckily we can actually play, we go effect, put these two back, and because we have Baron, we can avoid a Nibiru and go into Dynamondo. So then when it's your opponent's turn, we've got tribute for cost, go skull, special, and then low special, low effect to place, and then we can place the trap. So this is, I don't know, 3-card combo, and obviously 1-for-1 is a limited card, but 1-for-1 gets you 2 Omni Negates, which is so good. This is a very hard board to break. What we need to play around Bystials is 2 cards. So what we're gonna do is, for us to play around this bad boy, you can go up there. So we go Saphira Effect to send this, prayers, to add Skull Guardian. Then we're gonna go Saphira Effect to banish, to send low to ritual summon Skull Guardian. And then what we'll do here is that we're gonna go low 1, Skull Guardian 2, so low to special, Skull Guardian to add, and they're going to most likely chain Bystial to banish the low, and then Skull Guardian's going to get effect, and then boom, you're gonna be adding the low. We're gonna go low, normal summon, effect to place. Barrier effect to add. In this situation, I like to add the trap. Considering what you've got in hand, you've got spell cards, you could add Old Man Seravis, but I like to add the trap and set trap. Because with the trap, you do have prayers to spin back in your opponent's main phase to either bring out a Skull Guardian that might get outed, but most likely the trap is just going to get you a Seravis. So losing your low in graveyard for Bystial, you can play around it because Skull Guardian can add any voice monster. So if you lose low, add a low. So we're gonna try and play around Droll. Unfortunately with these kind of play arounds, you do need 2 cards, 3 cards for these combos. For just this example, we'll have low and barrier. We'll activate Barrier to add, and we will add Saphira, and unfortunately this is where we're going to get hit by this. Because we've added Saphira, we'll go Saphira effect to discard to send, because we're allowed to do that under Droll. It's just we can't add the ritual card, ritual monster. Doesn't look much, it looks like some people might actually pass on this, but what you need to do is you normal summon low and you go effect to go and find your trap. Haha, now you know what we're doing. So we're going to go trap effect, we're going to spin back the ritual to special summon the Skull Guardian. So now you have an Omni Negate through Droll. You've got a pop this and pop another card. So most likely here you're going to be making Skull Guardian, but you can obviously turn it into Seravis, but that is a really good way of playing around Droll. So when you are getting barrier, you're always going for Saphira, but obviously you need a low in hand to make that play. So we'll play around Droll again with 2 different cards in our hand. We're gonna have low and Saphira. If you start with these 2 cards, it's very similar to obviously having barrier. So we're gonna go Saphira effect to add to Foolish, a ritual card here, and then we will add our Skull Guardian. So now this is where we get Drolled, which is okay because we go Saphira effect to ritual summon, low is going to be sent and Skull Guardian is going to be summoned. We then go low effect, we can place either barrier or trap here, depending on what you feel like, because with the barrier, you're just going to get the the targeting protection, but you can't add. With the trap, you can play that and spin back the prayers to bring out Sorobus. So I'd probably prefer that because it does a bit more. Obviously, I think the barrier does a bit more like follow-up, but you could spin back the ritual spell Grave to bring this out. Another thing you can do when they activate something, you bring back Sorobus to the hand, you special summon Sorobus, you hope they do an inherent special summon, so you can negate that and banish, and then we've got a card here that can protect from targeting, but in this situation you can actually go Radiance effect to spin back this to the deck to special summon low, and then low effect to place. And so you've got your protection here, you've obviously just banished something with Sorobus effect, you've negated it, and then you've still got your Omni negate. Right, last one, we're gonna have low in our hand, opening hand, and we're gonna have pre-prep. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna activate pre-prep, shiny pre-prep, that's gonna add a Skull Guardian and our prayers. This is a really good first move, especially in our format with Droll everywhere. You're gonna get Drolled here, so you've got these 3 cards in your hand, which is great because you can go prayers, use low for ritual to special summon Skull Guardian. You're gonna go low effect to special summon, low effects to place. What you wanna do is place barrier or trap. Trap is really good if you know that your opponent isn't on Bell. This is the best play game 1 because what I would do here is link those off into Diner. I really want Konami to turn this into a shiny. Don't worry, my camera will turn it into a shiny. And then, so yeah, this is a brilliant end board because in your opponent's draw phase, go effects, tribute, target Skull. Skull's gonna come out, low is gonna trigger to special, low effects to place. So you've got your Omni negate, you've got target protection, you've got a pop or a special summon. So you could pop a card or put this back to go into your old man Sorobus. This deck is actually quite resilient to a lot of hand traps, a lot of meta relevant things as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this combo, and let's go and see some gameplay.
We need to be professional.
Yes.
Yeah.
Prepare the out. Good job of not playing that down.
It's like really funny both on Omega right now, it's like normal. Yeah. I know you can do it constantly. Adds me a goblin. With a material.
I put it on someone else's squisher.
I don't know if the tactics can
To add a spell trap. Yeah. Good one. Yeah. Can you add those? Yeah. That's pretty good effect, the add thing. Yeah. You had a dog, right? You had this? Yeah. Yeah.
affect someone from hand source.
Yeah.
Affect someone from grave.
Jeez.
Yeah. Thinking here.
Yeah, I can see.
I'll go first.
I'll do that anyway.
Stand by me. Huh?
I'll do that anyway.
I'll activate barrier.
Effect to add a Voiceless Voice card. I'm just sad that's it. You have a ability in everything, don't you?
Yes, I'm allowed to. Yes. You didn't let me play. That's good.
I'll give you that now. Yeah, because
Oh, you off?
yeah.
Yeah, no problem. I'll see you later. See you.
Weird hand. Okay. That's fair. In here. That's fair. Put that in there. Add this there.
Most of the voice like those.
It is.
That's a secret.
Effects.
I'm not doing that. I spend my money on Arcana.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying.
I do money set aside to spend on trading cards and I spend it on Arcana instead of yugioh.
Wow, with these numbers, it doesn't surprise me. I was really hoping we'd get quite a few because of the new set.
I will go effects. Spin this back to special summon add Voiceless Voice monster.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it. I don't have money for it.
Which is so hard. This ball is so hard to read once it gets this.
I don't like it.
I mean, next set, when the annoyed last one stuff comes out, I'll get
I'm still waiting for the virtual pieces to come in.
when the last one of the annoyed stuff comes out, I'll definitely play yugioh again. Until then. Maybe not. So at least you get enough people showing up here to...
Yeah, exactly. But there's lots of magic players. Not a problem to me.
In draw phase effect.
Absolutely.
To attribute itself to add a special. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Effects of level special.
Yeah.
Effects. To not activate place. Draw's good. Yep. Yep.
Right. Can you stop being an Can you stop being an
Depends if you scoop. I'll be pissed if you scoop.
I'm not going to skip. We'll play this game for you.
You're so good at the game.
It's crazy. But I know you still have this pops too. And nothing can be. So what
Can't tell that my stuff.
None of it.
No.
Absolutely none of it.
This. You can only target this for attack as well. Coming phase. You sided this in as well. I didn't even side against it.
I'll let it go. I'm just gonna not. Just gonna do this.
Yep. No, because you've shut my cars down. Yeah. That's how much effect. Yeah. Yeah. Just pops itself and other cards.
And you can pop one.
Yeah.
Detach summon. Yep.
I'll go.
Can't target, please.
Which means I can't do it. I won't activate it. I can't.
Thank you. Summon foot away.
It's no, it'll detach to Droll one.
Yeah, I'll go. You can only tap this.
Oh, really?
It kills it.
Oh, it's this which is causing this. I shouldn't have been going to battle.
I just realised you can broad roll also on the goblins. Just use it to make it. So it gets back into the
I should have done this winner.
We should do just like a different Dread Knight. We bring the most incomprehensible shit possible. Like shit like that.
That's bad, right?
Dread bullshit Knight.
Oh no, you can't do that anyway. You can't add them Droll.
decade that I had. The big trap that the other day. I know it's like really exciting. That's not the same
Level 2.
Yeah.
So it's,
Most of that, yeah.
let's not narrow it down.
Not on me, no.
So I'll probably drop because then everyone gets to play.
Oh my goodness.
Play some games.
No, because some will get by you and probably be me. Damage. Oh, damage.
Yeah. Yep, so I take. And then game.
Down 2k.
No.
You haven't got that.
In your graveyard. That's 40, that's 82.
That's fine. As well.
Come turn.
68.
Stand then?
Yep.
Look up.
Yep.
I mean, you won't go past only 16 digits, it's fine. They're not changed, they're still high.
The nod. That is a card.
Yeah, it is a card that exists.
I had to change it because someone actually looked up the first 16 minutes and unconscious it, so I had to just change it. So I just changed
Yeah.
one digit.
Oh, okay.
Travis?
Yep.
Yeah, that doesn't mean it.
Oh, lovely hand. Droll. What am I reading this? Salame?
Yep.
Just looking at spells.
Oh shit, I forgot to put my Bystials and stuff in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. That is certainly an info.
Yep. That's an inheritance.
If it does not start a chain, then it's not stayed on the field.
Is inherit special or inherit normal?
Either.
Activate. To add. Either, did you say?
Not special.
It's special. Okay. Effects. One, two.
Was it every comment? Every comment.
Other effects to shuffle this. Special summon or add a voiceless voice. Balance attack.
Yeah, you got it. I'll slow guarding was in my hand.
Right, first second.
First. Anti.
Oh! Oh, I see. I take this one.
Lipids.
Yes.
And the dog. And the 58.
Tree effect.
Yep. Oh no, that's summons. Summons low.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry.
Effect low.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's go properly.
Yep. No, you're good. On the lash.
Oh wait, fucking oh wait, I trust the
Droll. Stand by me? Yep. Activate. Anything here?
Because in every combat,
Normal side effects. Effects. Shock. 1%. Or one ritual. That itself. Can myself.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
I will add myself. Right, I'll add other effects to shift this back. Special. Sure, yep. Battle. This is target. No, no. Still battle.
It's really good like this new green catch because
Yeah, I'll pass that now. I will. I'll go effect to shuffle this. I will chain this or light. Yeah. Perfect. Sure. Feels good. SP effects. You can't. Oh, yeah. So you can target like the back rows. Target radiance, yeah. Okay. Let's go Barry. You do Barry effects? Not yet. Barry effects? Okay, look. Oh. Yeah, it's really good to get like 2 of these out. Well, I've noticed because sometimes I go, oh, I'm going to summon like another one. But having 2 Barons on the field is really like, impressive. That was literally the story of I got 2 hand traps and you got non-engine.
Okay, stand by, mate.
Yes.
Total?
Yes. It's a good card.
Thanks.
Whoa. Yep. The one off.
Thanks.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Chimera Fusion begins.
Yes. Yeah.
Go. Chain link one Gazelle, chain link two Buffy, target mirror sword, and then chain three Chimera to grab.
Yeah.
So obviously retro in face, reborn the mirror sword, grab anything else?
No.
Chimera Fusion type that?
Yeah.
I'll have to look at some of these rituals you're playing, so I skimmed through your video. Set one. Move to end phase. Effect rip. So I'll go 1 to 4 and then move on.
Droll. Stand by me.
Yes.
Normal summon effect to place.
What's it just?
It's going to place a complete spell trap.
Voiceless Voice. I'm going to mirror sword to bash to the gate.
Yep. I've got effects to send a ritual spell to then add a ritual.
Sure. Monster. So you send and then you add. Resolution?
Yeah. Effects to ritual.
Sure.
Effects to special.
Sorry?
To special.
Sure.
Effects to place.
So what's the time?
Oh, no, yeah, sorry, have I retried that?
Yeah, I negate the first one.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, yeah. Sorry, my bad. You did negate the first one. Effects to attach.
Thank you. Chimera Fusion?
Negate.
Wait. Oh, shit, I fucked up.
I'll go battle.
Yeah.
50.
Yes.
21. And 40.
1750 to your 1,000. Oh, I'm so sorry.
I remember being there for it. Main phase 2. Sorry, just big thing here.
It's a mate, you have to write stuff. End of your turn, I'm not fast. If it wasn't ritual, you gain 3 life. Otherwise, you draw 1 exile.
It's a 7 knight.
It also has this state of 4 mana finance.
Me?
Yep.
In your quick effects, tribute yourself.
Target British and then keep an special. And obviously you've got 1.
Yeah.
Draw.
In your draw phase. Effects. Effects well special. Effects to your face. So you can't target my cards now because the Baronne thing.
realised I fucked this up earlier. I could make it to the end map.
Okay. Oh yeah. What? Your face speak. Yeah. Yes. Pretty good.
Stand by me.
Yep. Oh, yep. Give me pop it.
You figure it out.
I know what's happening. Windbroom.
Effective. That's all. That's fine. Shit, that cheers up. I need to dodge it off still.
Oh, okay.
You cocked me badly. You should sync breaks or something.
Oh, sweet. So
Yeah, I just realised.
stand by me.
Why did I have to fucking screw up?
Prosperity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sure. You. Yeah.
Did you activate it in your brain? Is it? Unless there's a bench. Of course.
Yeah, it does.
This is when you activate a card in your war effect in your brain.
Yeah, because it's already gone.
So yeah.
I think you can keep it in your hand. Voiceless Voice. Level some effects, please. Effects. Sure. Effects are special? Yeah, it's a special.
Yeah.
Does that go to grave?
Yeah. That's the quick effect. It's the monster you're activating, hey?
Yeah, I'm just thinking.
You also went end. We had to say it now.
Battle. Yeah.
Half of the crossbeat.
Yeah. This is 41.
So,
800. 800. Is it crossbeat?
how much damage much is it normally?
This is 41.
So 25, that is 1,000. Oh, yes.
800. Kill that. And then 250.
Thank you. Brim. Target in Albers to someone more than altogether.
Yep. Maybe it's 2. It's done. Face effect. That's nice. Thinking here. We'll go. It's a chauvinist. Yeah, too special. I don't know if I can do that. Yeah, I think I can. So shuffle this in. Good.
Yeah. Kotal.
Chain.
What's to do?
It's going to come back to my hand, special summon. The one that's bounced back.
There wasn't more sort of
So it's like warning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
Always.
Yep. Is that my main? Soul release?
I see why you don't like this deck, Jordan.
No, I like the deck, just my deck, I hate my deck.
Oh, fair.
No, I don't hate it.
It's alright.
Go battle? Doesn't matter, this is 8. Okay, 2.